With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. See Russell Wilson bringing out the Seattle Seahawks here. Russell Wilson, you know, it's probably Lamar Jackson's MVP trophy, but he's still down there on the ballot with consideration, quietly having one of his finest seasons ever. He should wind up coming close to his career high in touchdown passes, which was 35 from a year ago. Interceptions, Charles, still amazingly low. He'll likely finish single digits for the second straight season.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Because during this holiday season, you know what he's like? He's like your go-to Christmas gift that you know you're going to love, and you absolutely have to have it. But at the same time, there's always that shiny new thing that comes along, right? Every year there's a new thing that hits. Lamar Jackson does that and takes the award away likely, because I do think that ultimately Lamar Jackson wins it. But when you look at it, you're wondering, how does Russell Wilson not win it? And we talk about that year in and year out with his dependability.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. And one of the big bodies helping out this offense is your boy, Upati.
And all he wants to do is have running plays called, fire out, and smack people.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
You got nothing.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
San Francisco coming back out here, CD. This is a franchise that this year will end a 5-year playoff drought. That's the good news. Great record, but it could have been even better, really. You think about some of the... Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders, 37 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Seahawks back out of the field here, getting set for their next drive. You know, this is a team that, great record this year, double digits and wins again, but they have played a lot of close games in 2019, haven't they?
They think it's character building, and they think it's going to serve them well become the cauldron of the playoffs. That when you play those intense games, those close games, they've been there before. Look at them. They beat the Steelers by 2. They beat the Bengals by 1 on opening day. How about the game against the Browns? Just by 4 against them on the road. A field goal better than the Niners in overtime. So they've been there. They understand it. There's an author named Angela Duckworth who wrote a book called Grit a few years ago. Pete Carroll, the head coach, really bought into that and that idea of having a gritty, tough team. And we've seen evidence of it in 2019.
That's a great point, though. Come playoff time, if it's a one-score game down the stretch, they're not going to be daunted. On third down, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they...
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Gold to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
21-0 our score after one. Now this window is running back out of the backfield. The dump-off gets them 9, so now they're in much better shape for third down. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Ursua. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. First target, first catch, and a first down. Wilson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando on this first half of action. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. That's caught by Hollister. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jacob Hollister there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game. It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here. Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go. 180. I hope you got your left because I'm about to take you to school.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at that. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
The tackle there by Richard Sherman. This is Homer. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down. To throw on third down, Wilson. Now they go screen, it's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Pass complete here to Sanders. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Pick it up, G.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And I think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He may try and run for this. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Now Gold for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right?
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo rolling to his right. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Here we go. 180!
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. D4 just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Here's Wilson operating from the gun. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Now Wilson on 1st down. It's caught. Lockett. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he is out of bounds all the way up near midfield. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Here we go.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Here we go. Flash 80! Get hot!
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.